Guys, it's your boy AD back here for another video. Now today we're gonna do part 2 of why Naruto was narrated. So let's get a quick little recap. Last time we left off, Naruto left the hidden leaf, was about to leave the hidden leaf for the Tazuna mission. Now let's go back in the life. Naruto was walking outside the village, going to the land of waves, when he saw a puddle, and then he realized, because of Kurama's sensory abilities, he realized that there was the two demon buds was in the puddle. So he just waited, and then when they came out to attack Tazuna and Kakashi, after they caught up Kakashi and turned him into a log and stuff like that, Naruto just vanished, and then he just appeared, and the demon buds was knocked out. He just neck chopped them, and they were already knocked out. Sasuke was like, "Why is this loser always better than me?" And then after a couple of minutes, Kakashi came out and tied them up to the trees. And when the demon buds woke up, they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna give any information." And Kakashi tried interrogating them, but they still didn't talk. So Naruto says, "Let me try." And then he just puts him in a genjutsu that shows them his mindscape. So they saw Kurama and stuff. So they just started start telling them everything because they don't want to die, and they were terrified. And then they realized it was a B to A rank mission, and Tazuna still did his whole sympathy thing and all that stuff. So he still continued the mission. And by the way, this is what Naruto is wearing right now. Oh my gosh. This is what Naruto is wearing right now. Sorry for the notification. Uh when they arrive, a couple of minutes later, they see a mist, and since Naruto is, from the ninth and all that, he can sense that Zabuza is here. And when everyone ducks, he just stays there and grabs the blade. He puts a little bit of Nine-Tailed Chakra in his fist to make it like stronger and stuff. And he just grabs the blade, but nobody can sense the chakra because it's not leaking out and stuff. And Zabuza lands on a tree because he doesn't have the blade to land on. And he's like, "Kid, give me back my sword." And Naruto's like, "Why would I do that?" And then he's like, "Because it's mine," and stuff like that. And then Naruto just seals it away, like put it in a storage seal and stuff like that. He has like storage seal on his body and all that stuff, like his clothes everywhere. So yeah. Then Naruto just Zabuza says, "I'll kill you and get that sword back," and then Naruto says, "Good luck with that." And then Zabuza rush at Naruto, but Kakashi gets in the way and does that whole fight thing. Except Zabuza gets a little bit more damage and stuff because he doesn't have his sword to help him. So yeah, when Kakashi gets trapped in the water prison and stuff, Naruto just what's it called? He just launched a fireball at him, and Zabuza has to jump out, and Naruto goes for like a finishing blow with he puts like some lightning in his sword that he has in his back, and then he just puts the lightning in it, like lightning style and stuff on it, and it was about to cut him, but Haku still did the whole thing and stuff. And Naruto lets him go, but he knows that he's lying and stuff. He just lets him go because he doesn't really care. And then when they get in the house, for Tazuna's house and stuff, and Kakashi still passes out. Oh yeah. And when they get in the what's it called, Tazuna's house, and when they put Kakashi on a bed and stuff like that to rest and stuff. When they're eating dinner and what's his name again? Inoue, I think. I think that's how you call him. I don't know. I'm not sure. This Tazuna's grandson. When he comes down and says the whole you don't know suffering and stuff like that, Naruto goes and says, you say I don't know suffering, but have you ever been beaten every day by the villagers of your own village? Have you ever been neglected by your own family and stuff like that? And just pretty much cries and stuff like that and goes back in his room. And Naruto goes outside because he just doesn't want to stay here anymore. And he goes in the village and sees how the people are pretty much half dead because they don't have any food and stuff like that, and hope and stuff. So Naruto asks Kurama if he can hunt because Kurama is like, why would you ask me that? And he says you're a fox and stuff, and that would be disrespectful to just kill all type of animal in front of you. It'd be like, alright, you can hunt and stuff. I don't really mind it. And Naruto goes and hunts for like bears and stuff like that. And then when they come back, he cooks some food and is giving out to like the villagers for free and stuff. And then two of Gato's goons come out, and then he's like, who made this food and stuff like that? And then Naruto comes out and say he did. And then they're like, give us all your food and your money, or we're gonna have to kill you and take it by force and stuff. He's like, yeah, no. And then they try to wash at him, but the chains just come out of his back. Remember, I say he has the chakra chain and stuff because he was spying on Kushina when she was helping Mito and Minma unlock their chains. Anyways, Naruto just wraps him in chains and just breaks all the waves and stuff. And then, by the way, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go to that yet. And what's it called? They just run away and stuff, and go tell Gato what happened and stuff like that. So yeah, whatever that. And I feel a couple of days later, when they go for the tree walking exercise, Naruto already knows it and water walking as well. So like yeah, he just says he knows it and does it. And then Sasuke's like, how come that dope knows that and I don't? I'm Uchiha elite and all that stuff. He asked Naruto to teach me that now. I demand you teach me that and stuff. And Naruto was like, nope. And he just goes in the shadow and just walks away. And then Sasuke grinds his teeth and then does the same thing. But he does it a little bit faster this time because he got beat by Naruto and what's the name? Sakura. No, Sakura isn't on the team, so Ino. So yeah. What's this called? And then the next day, Naruto still wakes up late because let's just say he just didn't wake up early for some reason. I don't know. Then when Naruto hears Ino in her mom screaming and stuff, and then he goes down and just literally just puts the two guys, just cuts their head off and stuff. And then he asks where the team are, and they tell him they're already at the bridge. So he goes there, and oh my gosh, sorry about the notification. And then he goes there and just when he sees Sasuke in the ice mirrors and stuff, and then Ino is staying with Tazuna and waiting for if anybody's coming so she can use her mind transfer or jutsu, whatever it's called. And then Kakashi is beating what's his name? Zabuza even more this time because he still doesn't have his blade, so he can't even block most of the attack and stuff like that. So yeah, when Kakashi, when Naruto goes and he just goes in the ice mirrors, and Sasuke's like, "You idiot! I don't need your help. Get out of here." And then after a couple of seconds after he's done saying that, he gets hit by a bunch of what's it called, sand bones, and gets knocked out like in canon. And Naruto just says, "Huh," and then he just says, "Well, he knows that you are a fake ninja and stuff like that. A fake hunter ninja." And he's like, "How'd you know that?" And Naruto says, "I'm a sensory type and stuff like that." And what's it called? Oh yeah, the encounter against Naruto and Haku didn't happen because he never got tired and stuff like that. Anyways, he just goes and pull out his chakra chains and just breaks all the ice mirrors by like launching it at them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're strong enough to break it since it can hold the other nine tails. Anyways, Haku pretty much gets beat up by Naruto, pretty much. And by the way, I forgot to say this in the last part. Naruto has gravity seals because he's a seal master, like I said. Uh, Pretty much the gravity seals. What if you don't know what it is? It's pretty much seals that multiplies the gravity. Like if it was, let's say normal gravity, and then if it's like the level of the seal is like level 2, it's gonna be 2 times the gravity. If it's 3 times, and so on. So yeah, Haku still goes and saves Zabuza and all that stuff. That happens like canon. And then when Gato's mineralized, Zabuza is already dead because let's just say, what's his name? The lightning blade Kakashi made went to Haku and hit Zabuza just because. And then we're gonna do a quick flash. Oh no, never mind. Where? No, not yet. We're gonna, and then when the goons say, "Oh, good, well then you dead anyway," and stuff like that, and then Naruto gets mad and just says, "Fire style, great majestic destroyer flame," and you know how Madara did his majestic destroyer flame and blew up like a bunch of people with it. Yeah, it's like that big. So yeah, it's a little bit bigger actually because I'm pretty sure the 90 give you a very very high infinity for fire and stuff. So yeah, uh, what's it called? They all burn and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, when they go back to her leaf, Sasuke asks Naruto to teach him that magic to destroy a flame, and Naruto says, "No, I'm not teaching you that. I don't have time to waste." And then Sasuke gets mad and goes to the council. Like, sorry for any background noise. And goes to the council and says, like, to the civilian side, and asks them to call a meeting and make Naruto teach him the jutsu and stuff like that. So the civilian council just loves Sasuke and just does whatever he says. So he does. They do. They call a meeting, and then we're gonna see Naruto just walking around, going to get ramen, and then one Ambu comes in and says the council needs you and stuff like that. We question you and stuff like that. So Naruto goes in the council meeting, and then he sees all the civilian and stuff like that, the Okage, and he says, "What do you guys want?" And then they say, the civilian council starts smirking and says, "We heard you had what's it called, a jutsu, a fire jutsu that you made in the last mission and stuff, and we want you to teach it to the Uchiha." And then Naruto says, "Not teaching it," and he asks, "Why is Sasuke there?" And then Sasuke comes out of a shadow, like behind a bunch of people for the civilian side. So yeah, anyway, He's like, I demand you teach me that jutsu. I'm Lucia late, and then Naruto says, I don't care. And he gets mad and stuff, and won't launch himself at Naruto. Naruto just grabs his face and push him to the ground, breaking the floor. And they're all like, "Oh, he killed the Uchiha, he killed the Uchiha," and they're like, "Oh, Ambu, kill him," and stuff like that, like the civilian side. And Ambu comes out, and what's it called? Naruto glares at them, and releasing a little bit of nine-tail bloodless, so they all back off. So yeah, and he pulls Sasuke to the what's it called, civilian side of the council, and they're like, "What jutsu?" The Hokage Minato says, "What jutsu did you even use anyway?" And then he says, "Firestar, but you destroy a flame." And then he says, "What is that?" And then he says, "The fire jutsu." And then he says, "I know it's a fire jutsu, but what exactly is it?" And then he says, "It's just a big fireball." And then pretty much, and Minato not really caring, says, "Okay, whatever," and stuff. And what's it called? Uh, Kushina and Mito and Minma wasn't in the council, so they didn't really do anything to save Sasuke or anything like that. So yeah, anyway. After a bunch of arguing and stuff, Naruto didn't teach Sasuke jutsu or anything like that. He just left the meeting. And then, yeah. A week later, I think it was a week time. I don't know. Naruto. By the way, Naruto knows the training exam is gonna happen and stuff. So yeah. He sees Konohamaru getting beat up by Kankuro, and he appears there and takes Konohamaru away. And then he looks at Kankuro and says, "Why would you attack the Hokage's grandson?" And he says, "That's the third Hokage's grandson?" And he says, "Yes." And after that, he looks at the tree and cuts it for Winjutsu and says, "Get out of that tree. Why are you hiding here?" And Gara is shocked and comes in front of him and says, "What's your name?" And then he says, "I'm Naruto." And then Gara says, "Aren't you the fourth Hokage's son?" and stuff like that. He says, "By blood, yes, but I don't consider him as dad or anything like that." And he says, "Okay." And then, yeah, that's pretty much that. And Sasuke got ignored. They didn't even look at him because they didn't really care about him in this one. So, yeah. So, Sasuke is pretty mad right now. And I'm not sure if I said it in the last wave, but the Uchiha Massacre didn't happen, so he's not gonna leave the village and all that stuff. So, yeah. I'm just gonna say the Injua and Ashura cycle thing ended with Madara and Hashirama. So yeah, because Injua wouldn't be Sasuke, so there's no point. And Naruto's gonna be pretty dark in this one a little bit, not really, but a little bit. But yeah, anyways, Naruto is gonna go to a meeting that Kakashi called and stuff like that, and tells him about the tuning exam and all that. Everyone goes in it. Anyways, the first part of the exam starts. What was it? It was the written exam, and Ino asks us, Naruto, because she doesn't really have a problem with him. But yeah, she asks him if he knew the answers, and Naruto, like I said, was actually smart in this one, so he knew the answers. So yeah, he knew like all of them, and Ino made a plan with him to use her mind transfer jutsu and take over his body for a little while to just look at the answers. So yeah, when she does that, she looks at all the answers and get them, but right before she was about to leave his body, Kurama realized someone was in Naruto's body. So yeah, he pulled her in the mindscape, and started running after her, trying to eat her alive and stuff. And Naruto comes out, and I mean, in the mind statement says, "No, Kurama, stop." And Kurama says, "Why wouldn't I eat him?" Her and says, Naruto says, "It was a plan to let her take over my body for a little bit." And he says, "Oh, sorry." And yeah, now what's his name? Ino is terrified because not else, who would it be? Anyways, we skip to where by the way, Naruto got first place, beating Minato Sora by like 20 minutes. I think it was like 30 minutes, so he beats it by 20 minutes. So yeah, anyways, Uncle Colombian still says she's the super sexy uncle and whatever it is. So yeah, anyway, when they go to the gate and Uncle pulls the kunai still because Naruto didn't really care about what she was saying, so she still pulled the kunai at him. But this time, when it was about to hit him, Naruto just disappeared. So yeah, he happened behind her with a kunai at her neck. So yeah, and Orochimaru sees this and thinks, "Oh, this guy could be a good body." You know, Orochimaru just being a pedophile. So yeah, but he still wants Sasuke because Uchiha. Oh, wait a second. Whatever. Let's just say he still wanted him because. By the way, Itachi is still in the village, so yeah, he's gonna get cured by he already got his sickness fixed by Tsunade. So yeah, he's in top physical condition. Hold up. Okay. When they go in the forest, they meet. I mean, Sasuke went for like very very fast to just prove himself to be superior and stuff, and he doesn't find any team whatsoever. And then after that, Naruto was like just trailing in the back, but there was like teams hiding, so he beat them up and got like 5 skull each, like 5 heaven skull and 5 earth skull, I think it is. Yeah. So yeah. Then when Sasuke asked him, I mean, Naruto comes up to Sasuke and says, "Why are you still going there? Let's go to the tower and stuff." And he says, "What do you mean you don't have skulls?" And Naruto pulls out the 10 skulls and says, "What the heck? How'd you get those?" And says, "I demand you give it to me," and stuff like that. And Naruto says, "Nope." And then a couple of seconds later, Wind Galpalm, I think it's called, pushed them away, except for Naruto who was just standing there. And Sasuke and Ino get blown away. And Orochimaru comes out of the mouth of a snake and stuff like that. You know, Orochimaru being weird and stuff. Anyways, when oh my gosh, can you guys give me a second real quick?
Keep me back, puppy.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that, guys. That's my little sister. She's always. I'm sorry about the. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, let's keep going. When Naruto goes in, what's it called? I mean, when Orochimaru comes out of a snake and all that stuff, he says, "Oh, Sasuke, give me a body," and stuff like that. And Naruto says, "You're kind of weird, you know that?" And then Sasuke. Hold up, give me a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, after that, Sasuke was at Orochimaru trying to, you know, prove that he's not a useless Uchiha, but in reality, he kind of is in this what if, because he's not injured as his incarnation, and there's no point of making him strong because, not gonna lie, kind of hate Sasuke, especially the kid Sasuke. I don't really care. I don't really have a problem with adult Sasuke, but kid Sasuke, I hate him. Too arrogant. But yeah, anyways, Orochimaru just grabs him and throws him back and pretty much just knocks him out. And then Naruto says, I see Orochimaru. And then Orochimaru says, how did you know me? And then he says, who knows? Pretty much, I'm sensory ninja, so I guess that's why. And then Orochimaru says, interesting. And then he's like, oh, you might be a good buddy as well. And then Naruto says, nah, I'm good. I don't need a pedophile after me. And then Orochimaru says, I'm not a pedophile. And then Naruto says, sure, whatever you say, man. And then after that, Naruto says, anyways, let me just beat you up real quick. And then he says, you look cocky for your age. And Naruto says, maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We just have to see about it. And Orochimaru rush at Naruto. Like, he sends the snake to make him go faster and stuff. And then when he appears behind Naruto, Naruto just backstabs him. And he says, and then Orochimaru goes flying. And he says, maybe you're not cocky after all. Maybe you are a little bit stronger than the normal gaining. He says, yeah, sure, whatever. And then Orochimaru says, anyways, let me just get your, I want to get your body after Sasuke. And then, what's his name? Naruto just goes behind him and cuts him in half, but you know, Orochimaru can regenerate, and he just opens his mouth and comes out and stuff like that. And then Orochimaru says, damn, you're pretty good. And then Naruto says, thanks for the compliment, but I'm still gonna have to kill you. And then Orochimaru says, sure. And after that, Naruto pretty much grabs Orochimaru and starts flying with him. Because remember I said he has a jutsu called the Rising Wind that makes him fly and stuff? Yeah. He just starts flying with him and goes like really high. And Orochimaru is pretty scared because if he falls down that high, he's just gonna die instantly. And then Naruto says, should I let go? And Orochimaru says, no, please don't, and stuff like that. And Naruto says, why wouldn't I? And he says, I can give you power and stuff like that. And Naruto says, I don't want power, I have enough power already. And then Orochimaru says, I don't know, please don't let me go and stuff like that. And Naruto just pretty much blows up his head and drops his body on the ground, killing him. Wait. Yeah. Let's just say, yeah. Just say like one little snake got out and, you know, goes away, but that was Orochimaru and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways, when they go to the tower and stuff like that, they're the first person there, like right before Gara gets there. They just get there and then like 10 seconds later Gara comes in, so yeah. Anyways, and Ino wasn't knocked out, but she just was hiding because she knew she wouldn't be able to do much. Anyways, when they get to the tower and stuff like that, the third preliminary and stuff starts, and Sasuke versus that guy, that whatever guy was, and he still beat him, but this time a lot easier because he can actually use chakra. So yeah. And Ino versus no. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Ino just fights a random person because it doesn't really matter. No, let's just say he fights Rock Lee. Yeah, he fights Rock Lee, and Rock Lee beats her, but doesn't do much physical critical damage or anything like that. So yeah, let's just say he was faster than Ino's mind transfer, and Ino missed. So yeah, that happens. Uh, Now it's Sakura versus Gara, and we all know how that's gonna go. Gara just pretty much waits for her to start saying, "Oh, she's the best Konoichi" or whatever, and then he just grabs her leg with the sand and does a sand coffin and sand funeral, and bye Sakura. She's dead, pretty much. Yeah, the way I like Sakura. Uh, After that, what's his name? Naruto doesn't really care. Nobody really cares, to be honest, except for like, I don't know, Mito, Menma, but doesn't really matter in their family and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, yeah, you guys should know I hate Sakura, so I'm probably gonna kill her in most of my what ifs, unless she actually need her or something. But yeah, anyways, Naruto versus Kiba, guys. Yeah, Kiba says, "Oh, you did last. You just got lucky in the final exam and stuff like that." And Naruto pretty much just teleports behind him and pretty much punch him and grabs Akamaru and throw him at Kiba, but Akamaru lands on Kiba, so he doesn't really get hurt that much. So yeah. Anyways, Kiba says, "Oh, how dare you hurt Akamaru," and stuff like that. And he does thing over thing, but Naruto just grabs him and Akamaru and just make them hate each other and knocked out. So yeah. And what's his name? Kushina couldn't see when Naruto was moving, so she was like, how is he so fast and stuff like that. Minato could barely see him, but Guy could see him pretty well because Guy has good vision because of the A gate. Pretty sure that makes you receive it or something like that. I don't really know. But yeah, Guy was able to see him, but not too well. Not like legit like see everything he's doing. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to a 1 month training and after I'm gonna end it. Naruto goes and stuff, and then Kushina stops Naruto before he leaves and says, "How are you so fast? You demon, how are you so fast?" and stuff like that. And Naruto just looks at her and body flickers away. And then he does a fire, what's it called? Now he does a water Shinshin or whatever it's called. I don't really know what it's called. Pretty much the thing that Kakashi usually does with the leaves. Yeah, that, but just a water element. And it got her all wet and stuff like that. Not like that way, just like on her clothes. Just pretty much wet her clothes, make her look bad and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, 1 month training. Jiraiya doesn't train Naruto. He just goes train Minra and Mito and stuff. He pretty much teach them the summoning jutsu. Yeah. And I'm just gonna make them a little bit. I'm gonna make them kind of strong in this one, but I feel I'm not gonna make them much stronger. I'm just gonna say they can go up to 2 tails. That's gonna be the max because they only have 20% left, and they're gonna lose that soon enough. And what's it called? They have Imperfect Sage mode. And Wasengan and Summon Jutsu. And Naruto's 1 month training he just goes outside the village and stuff. Yeah, and then he goes in the training field outside the village and goes in my scheme because Kurama asks him to come. And then Kurama says, "Kid, I'll give you the fox summoning. And Naruto says, "There's a fox summoning?" And Kurama says, "Yes." I'm pretty sure there actually was one in the original because Madara was able to summon him, so think there should be something like that. So yeah, but if they're not, let's just say I created it. But whatever. And what's his name? Naruto signs the fox summoning contracts, and summons. And Naruto asks him, "Who's the boss summoning?" And he says himself. But Naruto says, "If I summon you, when I die and stuff." And Kurama says, "No, I can leave some tracker here so you don't die. Just tell me when you're gonna do it first, though, so I can leave it here." And Naruto says, "All right." And then he tries summoning a couple of them, and there's like a fox with one tail. One of them is like a healer, spy. One of them can actually fight and stuff like that. Yeah, and he learns perfect fox sage mode. Pretty much Kurama can just do it for him, so that's why he learns it a lot faster, and he knows the secret of the shadow clone. So yeah, and he already knew the Rasengan, he just never really used it, because one day he was walking in the forest and saw Jiraiya. No, he just learns it in a month and sees Jiraiya teaching it to him, to Mito, and just pretty much does it. So yeah, he has the Rasengan, but he perfect mastered the Rasengan, so he knows the Rasen Shuriken, Vanishing Rasengan, and then for the light, no, for the water Rasengan, he just pretty much a Rasengan. If you hit people with it, it does more damage, but it also can make water poison, pretty much, yeah. And or you can make it do needles, pretty much. You know how the flat 1000 flying needles of death, whatever it's called. Yeah, you can make it do that. And for the wait, water, it just a fire was again. Yeah, pretty sure there was one in the original GI, I think. So yeah, and that's why I'm gonna leave it off. I hope you guys like it. Sorry for my little sister coming in and stuff like that, and for notification. I'm really sorry about that. Uh, I'm really grateful for the support from the last part, and my next what if it's gonna be this one, but like what's it called? After I'm done with this series, I'm gonna make what if Naruto was trained. I mean, what if Naruto was the God of Destruction Beerus? So yeah, hope you guys like it and subscribe. Peace.